How you going, guys? So just got back from doing a wee trip up through Central Otago and catching up with a couple of mates. So we go to travel up through through Gore and bits and pieces. It's very foggy. Managed to get a bit of clear sky through where Rachel grew up in Roxbury. So I'll have a bit of footage for that and a few photos and bits and pieces. We'll flick a few photos up and amongst the footage and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoy the trip, and we go and catch up with my mate Steve, who's got 2 bikes and a Charger. So yeah, he used to have another car as well, but so yeah, I'll tell you about them when we get there. Cheers. How you going, everybody? So we just had a last minute thought this morning, so we're going to go for a bit of a drive, catch up with some friends. Actually stopped right outside where Rachel used to live as a kid in Roxbury. It's a little big fruit orchard area through here in Central Otago. We've got a bit of footage on the way up through fog and everything like that. It's actually quite, well, I wouldn't say it's warm here, but I actually expected more frost and stuff up through here, but I'll carry down the road a bit and I'll try and get some good footage for you. Cheers.
Oh, well, Mum and Dad, here's a bit of the Roxburgh as we're coming into it. Here's our old driveway. There's our old house. Mighty Clutha River.
How you going, guys? So we're just looking down the Clutha River, which is one of the bigger rivers in New Zealand. It powers just up the road here. It's what they call the Roxbury Dam, which is one of the power stations. It's not terribly huge, but it's pretty big, well, big enough. Produce power around here, hydro. A little shot of this information board. this was still in the little town where Rachel grew up as a kid. Until she was like a sort of teenager, I suppose. There you go, guys, this is Steve's Charger. So it's a stroker 360 out to 408 cubes. It's about 11 to 1, about 11.4 to 1 compression, thereabouts. Obviously alloy heads, and I think it's a Super Victor intake manifold, big carb spacer and everything. Runs on a non-prep track, mid to low 11s, starting in second gear, because if he starts in first on a non-prep track, it just breaks the wheel spin. So he'd like to get to a decent track one day where they run track bike, which I think the only one in the South Island is Christchurch. He should better run mid-10s, I suppose, or high 10s. Does about 123 traps as it is, starting in second gear, so it's pretty quick. This is a Yamaha road bike that he's bought just reasonably recently. It's done about 1200 k's on it, 900 triple. And his brand new BMW that he just bought, which is a 1200, or thereabouts. So yeah, I'll let the car do the rest of the speaking, and hang on, guys. So in mate's Steve's engine building room. Just got a couple of motors here on the go at the moment. Just give you a quick look around. I'll tell you a bit what's going on. He sort of told me briefly. Like a spare 727 trans in there. And again, he uses only Penrite and everything. He's just doing an oil change on a couple of his bikes at the moment. It's got a Yamaha and almost a brand new Yamaha out there and a brand new BMW that he's just bought. So this is a 440 that he's building up. I'm not sure, it came from the States anyway, and it was supposed to be been freshened up. But he's rebuilding because it's got chattering in the bearings, like it had less than a thou clearance between the piston and walls, so it was way too tight. He reckons it needs a line board. Like here's the pistons, all the scuff marks and stuff like that on them. So yeah, it wasn't ever done right. This is a crank out of a 6-cylinder Chrysler Hemi that we have over here in Australia and New Zealand. Tunnel ram, all sorts of bits and pieces. It's just got all sorts of bits around here. And like he's got spare engine bearings and rings and stuff in there. Hopefully you can't hear the music. Bits of carburetors, all sorts of stuff. Just when he This is his daily when he's not riding a bike. 300C. It's not an SRT, but it's a what a 5.7 Hemi. It's a bit cold. Haven't been going for a while. Trying. while I'm here, here's some of the Australian Valiant fronts. Some posters and stuff. So that's the car that I used to have, VC Valiant, when I was here in New Zealand. Guys, so I'm at mate Steve's place. So this is some of his toys that he's got hiding. One of his spare rooms. Yeah. It's into the old RC cars. Heaps of spares, bits and pieces everywhere. Boat. All sorts of stuff.